So I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I feel like my job is to teach people to love themselves, because I think it's the most important thing we can learn to do. Not the arrogant, oh, I think I'm more important than everyone else, that drives so much of the problems that we see in the world, but the genuine acknowledgement of who we really are, the unique expression of divine love that we really are. Because when we see that in ourselves, we see it in other people, and we lose the ability to really hurt other people, or any kind of desire to do so. And the key to loving ourselves is clearing out all those reasons why we think we couldn't or shouldn't. So here's something else to help that process. Taking full responsibility for your own well-being. I choose to love myself just as I am. And I choose to love and accept myself. I choose to love myself just as I am. And I choose to love and honor myself. I choose to love myself just as I am. With all of my current circumstances. With what my body looks like. With what my finances look like. With what my relationships look like. Everything just as it is. I choose to love myself anyway. I choose to love myself just as I am. Right now, in this moment. And I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And what the heck, everybody else too. Because the more I love myself, the more I naturally love others. And I choose to be okay with that. I choose to love myself just as I am. I choose to love myself just as I am. And I'm clearing all the reasons why I couldn't or shouldn't. All these reasons why I should withhold love from myself. I'm clearing those out. I may have a lot of reasons for not loving myself, but no good reasons. There may be things about myself which don't seem exactly ideal. And I tell myself I can't love myself until I change those things. And I withhold love from myself as a way of motivating myself. Using the lack of love as a whip to push me. Or maybe I think of true love for myself as the carrot dangling in front of me. Oh, just fix all these things in your life, and then you can experience real self-love. And how's that working for me? I choose to love myself right now. And the more I love myself, the more I'll naturally be inclined to take better care of myself. And the more I'll naturally do good in the world. Maybe there's some things about myself that I'm not too proud of. Maybe ways that I'm behaving towards others. Things that aren't right. Things that I'm embarrassed about. Things that make me feel shame or guilt. And I can't love myself until I change all of that. And maybe I believe that if I fly right from now on, I'll still have to be haunted by that shame. And I'll never be able to really love myself. And how is that helping anyone? And if I'm really honest with myself, loving myself a whole lot more would have prevented that behavior in the first place. And loving myself a whole lot more will lead me to behave so much better. The more I love myself, the more I see myself as inherently lovable, the more I see that in other people. And the more I allow all of this love, the harder it becomes to harm myself or others. When I see people who are harming others, it's a good bet they're lacking some self-love. I choose to be the difference. The more I love myself, the more good I do for myself and others. And the more I can teach others to love themselves. That seems like it would be good for everyone. There's just no good reason not to love myself. I'm clearing this fear that if I love myself just as I am, I'll accept everything about me and will feel no motivation to change anything. Hey, if I already love myself just as I am, why bother to change anything? I'm clearing that notion because it's not real. This is an abundant world. And nothing in it is too good for me. And the more I love myself, the more I acknowledge that I'm worthy and deserving of love, the more good stuff I allow. Inside and out. I choose to feel more peace. And the more I love myself, the more I allow that peace. And the more I feel peace and love, the more I naturally make positive changes. Rather than trying to motivate myself to be better. Rather than trying to force myself to be better. I just naturally get better. All because I'm loving myself more. And I deserve that, darn it. It would be really good for me to love myself more. It would be really good for everyone else, too. Nobody benefits from me withholding myself from love. So I'm letting go of these blocks to self-love. Letting them go at a cellular level. Letting them go from every fiber of my being. Releasing all these excuses for not loving myself. They're all lies anyway. Releasing them from every fiber of my being. Releasing them all the way back through my past. Back through my childhood. Back through all those events in my life where I got the message that there was any reason for not loving myself. I'm re-educating myself. I'm worthy and deserving of love. And I'm allowing myself to feel that love. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Really allow yourself to love yourself. And that doesn't mean that you're justifying things you've done that, weren't right. That doesn't mean that any action you take is acceptable because you love yourself. Not at all. As you love yourself, you just naturally do the right things. You know that's true. Allow yourself to love yourself and allow all these good things to happen. It makes a difference for all of us, so thanks for doing so.